Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for the Vampire Lestat. I'm so excited to finally be here. Before we get started, I want you guys to know I'm hotter than hell right now, which is why I don't look the best. I fully admit that. I don't look that great. My hair's somewhat styled. It's not that warm here. I live in the Midwest, if anyone doesn't know. It's not that warm here, but there's humidity. I got out of the shower today and I was immediately sweaty. So, I apologize for the stripped down version of me regarding my hair and regarding my makeup. I just basically did foundation and powder and I was like, you know what, I'm too hot. So, I know I don't look good. I apologize for that. Next week, hopefully, will be better. I was just very miserable this morning getting ready. So this is what you get. I apologize. I'm so excited to be here for the Vampire Lestat. It is finally time. It's been too long. 2 years. So I'm assuming that means that season 4 will be in 2028. If somehow you are brand new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy these videos. Be sure to check out my reactions to both seasons 1 and 2 of Interview with the Vampire. And if you are one of the people who's been here from the beginning, you've seen both seasons of Interview, maybe you've seen Mayfair Witches, maybe you've seen Talamasca, welcome. Now, I just mentioned Talamasca. My hope right now is for you to see this within a couple of days. By the time this posts, it'll probably be about 2 to 3 days after this episode has aired. I'm trying to do a Talamasca. I just made that a verb. Which I filmed this, I send it to my editor, he edits it immediately, and then we try to get it out. I'm trying to do this within a few days, because every other reactor, they will react to something and they will have it out within a few hours. I don't have that, as I have an editor, and obviously he needs time to do his job. So I'm trying to get this out within a few days. We did this test with Talamasca, in which every episode was a week behind. So I filmed it, and then a week later the episode aired. Aired on my channel, I should say. I'm trying to bring this out a few days later. You should be seeing this here on Wednesdays. So just be aware, I'm trying. One thing that will determine whether or not it will be out is if I have a migraine. So if I don't have a migraine, then I hope to get these filmed on Mondays to my editor and then hopefully post here on Wednesdays for you guys. If it's not Wednesday, it'll be when I figure it out. So I'm trying to, at least with this and with another show coming up, I'm trying to get them out a little faster for you guys instead of like months down the road as when most of my stuff is filmed. And again, I call that Talamasca and I made it a verb because the Talamasca series, which I recommend checking out, was the first time that we did this. So, long story, hopefully explained. The other thing I want you guys to know as of right now is that obviously we will have an episode air, I think it's June 28th, the week of July 4th. And of course in the States, we have Independence Day, our 250th birthday or anniversary, whichever one you want to say. My partner always takes the week of the 4th off for vacation. He always does it. But of course it's especially important this year with it being the 250th. So there probably will not be a video that week of Vampire Lestat, as I will not be filming that week since he is off. So the plan as of now is the following week, the week of the 5th, I plan to knock 2 episodes out. So that would be episode 4 of Lestat and episode 5. My plan is to knock both of those out and hopefully get them both up to you that week. At that point, we may end up starting to be a little behind, possibly after that, and go a week. So just keep it here. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content, hit that notification bell so you will be alerted when this does go up. So as of right now, that's the plan. So yeah, we are going to have a week break coming up, and there will not be a reaction that week. I was similar with Talamasca too. So this, of course, is called Detroit. Lestat reflects on the events leading to his tour, including the formation of his band and the publication of a certain book, while experiencing a disquieting, drug-fueled spiritual trip and going head-to-head with a resentful coven. And of course, we know what that book is. If you don't know, you're going to find out. I am excited. I did react to an exclusive clip that came out, and it just, I was already excited for it, but that just wetted my whistle. That's a word. And I just cannot wait to get going. So, to quote Awkward Ashley, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get started with the Vampire Lestat. I like how he said, formally, Character of the Vampire. I love that they do. Oh, Sam is first now. I'm liking these new titles. So it's now Sam Reed, Jacob Anderson, which makes sense. Joseph Potter, don't know him. I might know that name. Jennifer Eel, I've heard that. And I have heard we do see Claudia, probably flashbacks, of course, but that we will see her. She was wearing that yellow dress. I'm excited. This is going to be great. Oh, I love that. The Vampire Lestat. Is this the debut of the book? They're there for something. He lost an eye? I'm glad that we get to see Armand again. That's who she is. She's from 50 Shades of Grey.
Prerequisites of tonight's event. Furthermore,
is this Lestat?
Reiterate that the anonymity that you have granted us will be given to you individually as well as to any institutions that you are representing.
No,
stating the
it's
obvious. Master recordings of the complete works of the Vampire Lestat, the main core, which includes his 2025 self-titled album, The Vampire Lestat. Additional session tracks that were discarded in the final assemblage of the album, original handwritten scores, and private recordings by the Vampire Lestat himself, which include a song cycle in the classical vein set to the poetry of Baudelaire. Before we begin the bidding, I perform the following action.
Oh no. They're all gonna die. They're all gonna die. Louis smiles.
We will begin the bidding at 1 minute.
Everyone's like, we're out of here.
1 minute.
You win.
So, the gentleman, third row, good spirit. Lot number 2. A music box curated by the Vampire Lestat himself in 1978. Fernando Machani Corrito sidebar.
Yeah.
Inside a Rosner and Zunmott turntable.
We gonna turn that one on fire too?
Lab 90 speakers. 2 temperature controlled wine cabinets. 1 holding a bottle of Newport 1863 port wine. The other with a magnum of blood from the curator himself. The upper level.
Is that real wine?
The collection has been named The Failures. We will begin the bidding at 50 million.
If you are hearing this now, You must be a very privileged individual.
Well, thank you.
You could have fed a small nation for years while they paved over the rubble. You bought my bucks instead. I like you already. So let's begin in the middle. For I could and should have ended it there. My tour, my hedonistic pursuit of extremity. Oh, and had I done so, the regretful dead, the traumatized still alive, would be somewhere other than they are today. And I am not saying that the attempted extinction of the Y chromosome across the continents was all my fault. Now that would suggest a level of self-importance even I'm not comfortable with. But upon reflection, made a contribution. It was the spring of 2025. A good nation was making itself great again. Again.
Again, I apologize for this. I was just so hot. Hey, Sam! He's so good as Lestat. I will forever sing his praises. I love that he gets the chance to shine. He's got a cape on. I love it.
That doesn't faze me.
He would walk around on stage naked.
I get fat, so when we break up, what does it matter? Take it. Naturally, I made the band out to myself, and the four that backed me played their parts as instructed.
So he appears on
There
camera.
was Larry, the front man, made side man, choking his guitar like a nightly, wishing it was mine. We dropped songs on the streams and booked intimate venues to induce what Jen Snooze called FOMO. They came for cosplay, left converted, and I baptized them, the beautiful unwell, and yet here we were, in the end of the Stooges and the Stripes, 30 performances launched and already resting on the Alps of adequacy. Unacceptable. On the piano. You are Lego. I'm Dante. With a little plastic gray.
Yep. Vamps.
Welcome to Detroit. Lovely city.
Your song sucks.
Take a good feedback.
I don't think he cares. Woo! Crowd surfing. Wouldn't he feel cold to them? I mean, he's dead, so yeah, wouldn't he feel cold? Okay, being a little prominent there. Back.
Well, that was boring.
Oh,
Harmonies on plastic feeds were trash. The
Passed
front
out.
line, their kick is shimmering, tune it up a step.
Singer's right.
You left your tambourine in its third hurry.
Yeah, let's feel the guitar.
No one is coming to hear your guitar.
No, they come for the Aussies
Two
thing.
birds called Lonnie, Rolex, Leonard, Shreddy, tonight to no one.
So does he need a victim every night?
Tomorrow, as protected.
Us. Ran the line for early retirement and for lawyer link book. You skip
But it's funny because it's blood and I'm
Blood is an organ of notarizing red ink.
There's the band, and there's the shell that protects the band from the world's envy. Our band shell was Christine Clay. She hired, fired, dictated, and castrated with extreme
Is she like that agent?
Defined against a vodka bottle. And yes, it's a vodka bottle. Yeah, I got it. Did I mention that I was filming a documentary at the time? A bloodless errand held by a first-time director. I've seen a rough cut. Truthful and daring, with less work needed.
Missing a contact again.
Oh.
How many
This is
drinks
like-
have you had?
His stand-in?
Drive to the burbs, sit by yourself in a booth at Applebee's, order the usual, big tip, meet us back in the city.
Now you'd think a 54 city rock tour would be a wonderful cover for a blood drink. Hide your keel up on the bus, wave to the board reports on the rearview mirror. But niche celebrity is a hunter.
Okay.
Captain is sloppy acting.
Okay.
Has made
They have a stand-in, so they know he's a vampire.
It was the Albanian gangsters Christine hired to find my doppelganger found him working construction in the Czech Republic. 3 inches shorter than your velvet mouth, refitting for lifts, blue eye contacts, and a wig. And otherwise, let him be the Neanderthal. I hunted this way and we sent him that way, and every sad photograph of Lolita Redita, Discord, or Yarda eating a tuna melt by himself only confirmed for most what they already believed. That I, Vampire Lestat, was Daniel Maloney's fictitious creation. And the Vampire Lestat, the band, was fronted by a bricklaying karaoke fanatic from Ostrava. Nothing but a desperate cash grab at the end of a chuggy vampire fad. And I've only myself to blame for the timing, having locked us in an attic for a year plus perfecting our sound. The sound I hope would counter Mr. Dulac's portrayal of me as a Viennese villain with sociopathic tendencies. I'll be second because the point forever is,
I know you're real.
most of humanity moved on from vampires. And rather quickly. Congratulations, my comic friends. They lifted their heads from their algorithmic handmasters out of the collective
Knows he's a real vampire.
That's
Yeah.
what's left. I am the Vampire Lestat. I am a god. Gods are not swipe.
The Contessa.
The useful idiot.
Great show.
You left before we started.
Yeah, I figured Spotify some T-Rex and drag a little old egg from Dr. Fareed. Good here, same Jeff. And a lot here. Good IQ. TC punched the boom again.
Are his eyes, was he turned? I assume he was turned since the book's out.
So, you and Louis talking again? He doesn't return my texts
Yeah, there.
or my telepathy. I hear he's back in the States. We good?
We're good.
It's late. Okay.
Is this our bond?
You've been alive and undead for 265 years. You witnessed the French Revolution firsthand, the electric light, penicillin, 2 world wars, the atomic bomb, the moon landing, the Berlin
Chewing
Wall.
chestnut.
What?
He eats hot dogs for a living. He's extraordinary. I hope to meet him one day. Was there a question?
Having accumulated profound wisdom and experience through the dark gift of immortality, why have you chosen to waste it singing music no one wants to hear in pants no one should ever squeeze into?
Ask this question every night.
And I get a different answer every
You
night.
get me to repeat myself soon enough. I am sure once you confront your transformational trauma.
I don't have transformational trauma.
Oh, that's why these movie producers hired you, damn Malloy, vampire slayer.
They said you requested me.
Absurd.
Oh, as absurd as a documentary about a rock band posing as vampires fronted by an actual vampire.
Directed by a vampire process human. You tell him for me.
Is it true you were a stutterer as a child? Louis said you were. Post Malone and Jelly Roll playing there tonight. 60,000 for Face Tattoo Palooza. You played an 800-seat venue. Posing your era?
There's someone naked in the background taking a shower.
I'm very nonchalant if you're an empty seat. Ask me an easy one.
Is it true your band was formed on Halloween?
Cool. Why is that
Oh,
a bad thing?
wonderful. Take one mark. And action.
Why do you look
This
pissed?
is true. The pomegranate was symbolic of life after death, a talisman of healing and renewal. And now, it's bottled. Wonderful. It's as if I'm holding the very blood of life in the palm of my
But he did ask who it was, unless he was just playing. But is that Louis or is that Armand?
It's nice.
Okay, this was the clip I saw.
Yeah, it's nice. I don't see Beyonce covering it.
I believe.
Nice is nothing.
It's nice that you back right.
A flower box.
It's nice that you got yourself a nice place. It's a nice word. And it says everything I wanted to express. Don't be a bitch about it.
So are they back together?
I have a space above the bed in one of the guest rooms I can't find a penny for.
Going to the guest room. You want me to come and see the guest room?
It's an affluent neighborhood. Old money, young professionals, a smattering of Christ-de-Traitement, maybe.
Pretty.
Witches. Everyone mangles French just like you do.
Reference to Mayfair witches?
Montreal. I am he. He is me.
See Montreal.
That's baggage here.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Besides, there's an Homestead Park nearby if I get homesick. And there's a garage band racing across the street who call themselves, of all things, Satan.
They call themselves of all things Satan.
Satan's Night Out.
Satan's night out.
Out! Satan's Night Out.
You listen.
Louis, do you know someone called Daniel Malloy?
Party's laptop. I didn't know he had stakes in the crowd. I only found out it was coming out a month
You've
ago.
known for a month, and you talk about me in it to a mortal?
Well, yeah, it's gonna.
No, I don't know, Louis. Please, explain yourself.
It's gonna be here or gone in a minute. No one reads anymore.
1 p.m.
Mystérieux, mystérieux.
What? Get in there.
T'as-tu sa toile rouge? Hey, chut, les boomers faisaient la file pour aller voir le
C'est le
docteur
Wrestling
avec
de
son Wrestling de Trace. Moi, j'ai skippé de ça, puis j'étais allée direct voir ma fille, la voir, et on me prend ma salle. Je le ferai. Faut que tu lances là. Je le pognerai, je le mordrai, puis je le lècherai. Le Statman, il aurait dû brûler le petit français sur Myrtle Street.
100%.
Complètement wild, ce livre-là. Tu veux-tu devenir membre? Il y a 10% de
That was the clip. That was great.
Not a harlequin.
Your sources are your shirt. Your editor is your priest.
We'll go to the
See, drinking blood.
team toast out. Complicated.
Halloween. Okay. Do you have? Oh, he does have candy. Okay. So that's why he forms the band, because he sees the garage band.
Your camera is not period correct.
Elle a pris la allergie.
Well, allergies are delusional.
Take the mouse.
You take whatever I give you. Frequent showers.
Thank you.
What was the question again?
Why music? Why now?
Dude, that was sad.
What are we doing here?
We're doing a rewrite.
So this whole tour is just some ironic reaction to my book. Who better to refute the book than the man who wrote the book?
The songs of my story. Your documentary, The Liner Notes.
Liner Notes, I won 2 Pulitzers. I'm taking this thing to Cannes, okay? I'm gonna be slapping Chris Rock and stroking my Oscar.
The brat sings, the brat dies. The great laws of the hero. Those are for us. We'll risk for
لا
us.
المشكلة ما تبقى أصلا شو ليش
Me encanta para ellos, no para nosotros.
Yeah, because they can hear the voices.
Other people can make more. The great laws are clear on that. First the book, now the sing.
So did he talk to Woody after reading
Si
the book?
llega tu pueblo, baja.
Or did that not happen?
Sucking on the sun, no time to go now, no time to throw now, no time to baby now, your belly's blowing up.
Now in the books, Daniel actually was a very powerful vampire. That guy seems annoyed. You're getting paid, right, buddy?
Muses appeared in my mind,
Huh.
and in the now around. Memories taking their turn. Blood in, blood out.
The fuck?
Hammering away at the performative vampire persona I had welded into armor.
Yeah, flashback.
The armor cracked. The bridge buckled. And the bona fide vampire emerged. Center stage. It was I who had been adequate. It was I who had been holding us back. And now, exposed in the raw, under the white hot lights,
Alright.
my bandmates began to feel
Okay, so
that sound I had been grinding them for was finally unleashed. And euphoric gladness spilling into the crowd, into their bodies, enveloping their anger.
I was gonna say, do they not know he's a vampire? Because you can clearly see his teeth. So he was thinking about Doggy Saw really had flashbacks or focusing on this blonde chick for some reason. Is she the victim tonight? Yeah.
You done this to me?
I had lost myself on stage for a moment.
Seems you still alive. The song's gonna kill you, you know that, don't you?
I can't not.
Everything dies. You die, I die. She dies. She dies. Oh, he dies bad.
I'm immortal.
Yeah, you kill some wolves and fall in love, get the gift, fall in love, go to ground, get dug up and fall in love. You like some wet clothes and a coin on dryer, just 265 years round and round. Why are you so sad? Thousands of fans loving you.
I want millions.
And that'll top off that heart of yours.
Billions.
Then why you always gotta make it so hard for someone to give it to you?
Huh? Who told you that?
Don't worry, they come and
Who's coming?
they're gonna tell you themselves.
Who's coming?
The judgment.
Oh!
Oh. She lived.
Album 5,
Oh,
side.
jeez.
If you take nothing else away from your exorbitant purchase, heed this advice. Never play 2 nights in Detroit. You'll wind up in Windsor with a broken orbital bone listening to transactional sex with your joining. How I came to this squalid real estate is
Like the lip shade.
beyond time, so
Blood on the pillows.
now the boutique hotel they
Yeah,
were
he's-
staying at was having a grandish opening that night, and the band was asked to lend its celebrity status to the event.
Don't tell me to pose. Fuck you!
There was a red carpet, a path line, and a vampire DJ of some renown, seducing corporate employees, provincial influencers, and party crashing immediately unknown. I was having sex in an elevator with Dee and the girl I had just overindulged myself with earlier in the night. Actually, that happens
The woman that,
later.
yeah, the woman that
But
did.
other things happen that night. The band is inside with Dan, the VIP lounge. in the sublime candy-flipped wave of the girl's blood.
I love that.
That voice.
The girl is feeling good. Riding the wonders of Dr. Farid's blood transfusion quick pick-me-up cocktail.
Cry, because like rock and roll, it's dying.
I sat there, soaking up her praise, along with the band, still somehow blind to the vampiric mysteries of their frontman. So what if the dead and buried past was now a fresh and eager groupie? It's rock and roll, you know.
You can definitely tell
Everyone
it's
was put
time.
down on stage, chat up with Footy Gomes, who he almost killed, have sex with her in the elevator. Still not there yet. MDMA and LSD. The Torval indeed hallucinogenics.
So then everybody's like, is rock and roll actually dying?
Were you a stutterer as a child?
And rock and roll is like, yes, bitch.
I excused myself to the men's room. Didn't read about vampire physiology and just did the maximum wanting.
He's
No
pissing
mention of the
blood or
scars on my
something.
chest either. Hair stopping way above my shoulders. And just for the record, no ticket pocket of mine ever had his initials inscribed onto them. These are the editorial wax of an insane person. Not yourself like that out in the bad person. Starting again. Vampires pee. We don't do it as often as you do, assuming you're not one of us. And we generally avoid eco-friendly urinals.
Yeah, vamps as well.
Share.
Ross.
Pronouns.
Yet it's respectful, like silence.
So I want to move it.
We've got a bit crossed. We were reminding each other the other night. Russ here has a hot mouth.
I understand perfectly. I had no hair in everything.
Long face sucks.
Russ wanted to apologize.
But black licorice? Why do I have to feel? I like those ones.
Frankly, Mr. Shankly, Mr. Cookies did have hot cheeks.
What?
We've got him out here in Detroit.
Do you?
The Fang Gang.
Bang, bang.
Vampire Market with us. We have a huge house out past Bragmore.
I don't have fun under the floorboards.
I'm sure. What about tomorrow night? And then there's regional vampires.
No.
Always trying to make a name.
I know who that is. That's Akasha, isn't it?
But please do send my most sincere bonjour to your bright Norwich scholar. Lilac.
I myself am a bit confused, but I have not written books. Book rights makes it better.
But then there's that old saying, you fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, MDMA and LSD are excellent drugs. Bounce, 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 twirl, twirl. Oh shit, I saw you.
See.
And then I thought, ooh, they want a little scrap with the scalpel.
There's more there.
No worries, I thought I had the queen's blood in me. I could take 20 rituals at once.
The Queen's blood, Akasha.
Where's the band? They call corporate bullshit. What the fuck?
So I'm scoring dick pills in Mogadishu for a UN peacekeeper. Little Stuart Copeland.
Mr. Deluxe memoir tiptoed around vampire sex, didn't it? He and Dan made it out to be this tortured act or obligational foreplay before blood drinking.
Yeah.
That is not the case at all. It's not the capstone of vampiric desires. That would be the taking of life, and next would be a good draining, leaving your victim near death and paralyzed for an unhurried escape. And after that, there's the petit cul, the little drink, the sip. And after those three, it's sex. So now you know. The fourth best thing a vampire can do to avoid thinking about the past is to have sex.
I'm getting married in a week.
Oh.
I'll never forget you.
Okay.
What for? No vampire shall ever reveal his or her true nature to a mortal. A mortal live.
You do know it's 2025. Praise the Lord, my dear. I hope to see this.
Oh,
The Tooth Team. The Fang Gang.
I killed
they fell easily.
Most likely tell you about that later as I live to find more of my time. And normally, confining architecture in the thrift store coven galvanized by medieval dogma wouldn't faze me in the least. The drug blood and my sex legs and the distracting past my music had unleashed on me took me at a momentary disadvantage. Law 4, as if the Dubac Malloy memoir hadn't outed us all 2 years ago. As if my entire stage show wasn't a bawdy burlesque of is he or isn't he. As if half the vampire population outside the ruined port of Detroit wasn't waving the dog gift like red cups in a piss ball, collecting fledglings like they were the people gods. I mean, I haven't even told my band I was an actual vampire. I was just singing my songs and fucking my food and defending myself from the vibrant life choices I had made on my way from the Auvergne countryside to the 8th floor of this 5-hour hotel. This is how it was all going down for me.
We are the Fang Gang.
We are the children of the darkness, Reborn.
Jesus fucking.
Our mom told the truth of your marriage.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Brittany.
Asshole 4.
Ooh, nice, Daniel.
But that's me looking back on it now. Anything I had done to deserve a timely rescue hadn't happened. I'd be dead, I think. But then maybe more of the world would still be alive. Damn like rallying his army on the stairs. Consider the sliding door again. It's hard hiding your gun. For real? CCTV, eco-flush toilets. IMF freezing your accounts because you have the blood of a countryside of Queens.
Logan.
I have to throw up to you.
How the master dragon names out.
Tell
And
Mascot.
once you reveal yourself, you have to be on all the time. And remember every face you ever met. And everywhere you go, everyone remembers the thing they said to you in the room that you shared.
Were you a stutterer as a child?
This is why gods prefer hiding in the clouds. There's nothing there. But water waiting to fall. After the song unleashed the muses. After I saw my first soul. After I was nearly decapitated in a boutique hotel hallway. After my vampire nature was revealed to the band and my vampire gift winged me away north of the river, south of the country. But I was saved from such rational thought. Love. What did that to you?
Love. I hope this is Louis, but I have a feeling it's not.
I got myself into something I can't get out of. Music's opened up the batch of it. I'm not sure if I can close it again. I'm not really at my best, but
It's very nice to see you again. I like what you've done with your hair.
I caught that. I bet.
Mike. Mike. Gabriel.
Gabrielle.
It's not much of a review, I guess. I know it's common gossip now. The first thing one thinks about when my name comes up. I assume privileged individuals such as yourself enjoys a little dirt in their sandwich. So I serve it to you now. How it felt then.
So is he no
Fleshman.
longer in love with Louis?
Mother. If you're still listening after the last hour, welcome back. So bring on the music.
You kill people.
Yeah, it does.
Let's talk about your mother.
My makeup called for his mom on my cage.
To me, a million lost screams.
You are caught in great danger with this stuff. You stole my personal possession. You hired my law.
The sons of Annabelle. So we do it. Shall we scorch the mortal world?
What do you think about the great conversion?
Fucking stupid.
Okay, so Gabrielle is his mother, but weren't they like kissing on the mouth? Incestual much? Is that correct? Again, as someone who has not read the books, I wouldn't know. But that would kind of make sense when you talk about love, because yeah, you would love your parents. And she said my maker, so apparently after Lestat was turned, he turned Gabrielle. Now, here is After Dark. I may go ahead and watch that. I am not going to watch it or react to it on here. Looks like there's going to be a lot of stuff happening. I'm glad that we got to see Assad and Jacob a few times. I felt like that was great. And that Jennifer Ehle, E-H-L-E, I'm sorry, I probably pronounced the name wrong. We saw her there in that opening scene. I'm guessing she is probably Akasha. But I know her because she was in 50 Shades of Grey. So I recognized her immediately. And the woman who plays Gabrielle looks familiar too. I do believe Akasha. Now, what I do know of the story, I know from my partner, because he knows about Akasha and Magnus. So he has told me a few things. That's how I recognize the name. Because, you know, in Vampire, in Interview with the Vampire, Lestat said that he had the blood of Akasha. And I was like, oh, I recognize that name. But again, as someone who has not read the books, I don't know how accurate these are, so you have to tell me. A few things were a bit confusing to me. Obviously, because he ate on that woman, I should say. That's familiar, you know, the thing about the LSD and Lestat being high. That reminds me of, like, Buffy, when Spike said that he chewed on a flower child and spent, like, the next few hours watching his hand move. And I thought, well, that makes sense. You know, what we ingest in our body, a vampire that gets in our bloodstream, obviously a vampire would ingest. But at the same time, I'm also thinking, okay, so if you were a human who had, like, HIV or AIDS, you know, because they say it's okay to kiss and stuff, that's transmitted basically through, like, bodily fluids or blood. So if you were a vampire and you chewed on them, obviously you're immortal because you're dead. So it wouldn't really matter, you know, you're not going to catch that disease. So what happens? Does the blood taste different? That would be my guess. Maybe it's like a bitter taste or something. Or the same like with cancer. You know, anything that would kind of find its way into the bloodstream. And maybe it's explained in the books. Anything that would find its way into the bloodstream, I would assume that they would taste. But again, being essentially dead, they wouldn't have to worry about, like, catching or cancer or, you know, other diseases that are out there because they're dead. But that was interesting when he was kind of crowd surfing, because I was like, wouldn't he feel ice cold to them because he is dead? But this is also Anne Rice, and I know some things are different. Like the reflections do appear in the mirror. Luis did say, at least in the movie, he said that he was quite fond of crucifixes. So, you know, Anne Rice's version of vampires was different than some of the traditional lore that we know. Because, you know, Lestat was talking about having to pee. And you'll notice it wasn't exactly like a blood red that came out. It was a little, to be honest, it looked kind of like tomato soup that had cream in it. Now I'm never gonna eat that again because of it. Or maybe like carrot soup or something, because it was a little orange. And I'm thinking, well, maybe that's because it's blood, but I don't know. Maybe is that explained? I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out the other people who were there, I guess, were part of the coven, causing a fight. Again, I myself am a little confused because I have not read the books. Let me know down in the comments what you think so far. I think Vampire Lestat's starting off great. Obviously, we are going to keep comments to the episodes we have seen. No spoilers. Granted, of course, we're watching this together, so we don't really know what happens. Or we don't know, for those of us who haven't read the books, we don't know what happens. And again, I don't know how much of this has changed. So they may have taken some stuff and made some liberties and changed a few things as opposed to what Anne Rice actually wrote. But I thank you guys for joining me for the season premiere of the Vampire Lestat. I feel like saying series premiere, but it is part of the Immoral Universe and still part of Interview with the Vampire. So it's technically like season 3. So I'm going to say season premiere of the Vampire Lestat. I apologize again for my look. I think I have finally cooled off. Like I said, it wasn't that hot out today, but the humidity just made things worse. So not only did my hair end up looking bad, but I was just like, screw it in terms of makeup. So I apologize that I don't look my best. Hopefully for episode 2, I will look better. But I thank you guys for being here as I get through the Vampire Lestat. I'm so excited that it is here. We have finally arrived. And the next 7 weeks, because I'm not including this one, well, if you include this one, it'd be 8 weeks. The next 7 weeks are going to be filled, I think, with a lot of fun. And I hope you will be here on the journey with me. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content, hit that notification bell so you will be alerted to when the next one posts. Reminder that the week of Independence Day, I will not be filming. Fingers crossed that we will get the next 2 episodes up the following week. But if not, then it will fall kind of weekly after that. So that could happen. But if you have the notifications on, then you will know when the next episodes will post. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day and a great week and a great month. I wish nothing but good things for each and every one of you. I appreciate you being here. Much love. Check out my editor. Link is in the description. I'll see you guys for episode 2.